Hey, it's time for another Wisdom of the Masters. I am Sean Webb. Today's mastery comes from Confucius, who said this: "Only the supremely wise and the abysmally ignorant do not change." Wow. And how could that be? How could the supremely wise and abysmally ignorant not change? Well, he hit the nail on the head on this one, because the abysmally ignorant folks have this thing within them that is their sense of self that their mind creates, which they refuse to change. They glom on to the first ideas of self that help create their existence in their mind, and they don't ever change them, regardless of what type of argument or what type of evidence that you would offer them that they might want to consider changing. And so the abysmally ignorant do not change their sense of self within them. They are simply going to be who they are, obstinately as they can be, without taking anyone's input, without listening to anyone's ideas, and they're going to exist by defending self always, which is a sickness of the human mind that has caused strife through thousands of years. But how then are the supremely wise then not able to change? What's the difference between the two? Well, the supremely wise that he's talking about there are the people who have transcended this ego self. And so they've tossed this thing out the window. And they exist in a spot where they are their true self. They are their true nature 100% of the time. And so they have no need to change. You present them some idea, well, that's an attachment of mind. That's an attachment of self that they don't necessarily need to exist in a place of bliss, in a place of knowing of who and what they are, the reality of the universe, that they should not take any action that is not in the greater good, that they should not do harm to others. And so if you try to introduce an idea that then becomes an attachment of mind where then they would do harm to others in a defensive self mechanism, they have no need for it. And so they don't change by not putting on ideas of self. And so the big difference between the two of the abysmally ignorant is that the abysmally ignorant has a sense of self that doesn't change because they refuse to change it, but they still have one, and they act in a defensive self process that then causes pain for others. And the supremely wise have no sense of self. They've transcended it. They've given it away. They've dropped it on the ground. And so they have no need to change, because changing would require putting something on the self map that they know is ultimately illusion and that they know will ultimately cause harm to others. I hope this message finds you well. Love you guys. Peace.
Share this shit.